Good morning. I am starting my first journal, and Professor Thompson, I just want to apologize. I'm starting this the second week of school is because I didn't have any materials for my journal. I started my clinicals this week. This is um, 4/26, so I started on Monday. So, like I said, I didn't have any materials, and so this is unit one, so I will be catching up this week with my journals. The first one for journal week is um, Monday. I think it was Monday, but I took care. Well, I took care. I sat in on my professor. Excuse me, my preceptor doing behavior management evaluation for a 10-year-old. This was a consult from some government agency that had been working with her. And so her mother did not want any med management, which is understandable. And so basically, we just did like a evaluation for recommendation, to set up possibly psychotherapy, or she's like, if it was severe enough, she would try maybe something, but so what this 10-year-old female is having, she's been very um, uh, behavior issues. It seems like attacking a teacher. She's been attacking her mother. Her mother and her dad divorced years ago because in one of the main reasons, I think it's three children in the household. One main reason that dad wanted to do more disciplinary, and mother didn't. And now mom is coming to the point that she's like, okay, she's 10 years old. We're gonna have to do some disciplinary or something of that sort. And so they basically, like she was saying, split up over this child. This child from the age of 3, with mom not saying no. Um, and I want to put this in here. Mom is also going to parenting classes to know how to say no, how to parent her better. Um, so like I was so you know what I'm saying. So mom is getting help. So mom's getting therapy, and then there's a family dynamic because there's two other children, one younger and one older, and it's now all of the kids feed off the older and the younger. She got a younger, I think she got an older sister and a younger brother, and they all feed off of her now. You know what I'm saying? She's so aggressive towards them, and like the teenage, like when nobody's doing anything, so she's aggressive towards her. If she hits her, then it's like a fight. And then, the younger brother that's about 5 or 6, if she comes up and hits him, it's like there's no kind of protection. So he's taking matters in his hand. You hit me, I hit you. And so there's a fight there too. And she literally fights her mother. Literally fights her mother. And so um my preceptor does have what he calls a behavior scale that he uses. And that scale is something that we kind of ask questions. He kind of manipulates the scale. He's like, this is something that I've done in the past. So he doesn't go by any standard. He likes puts several scales together to kind of, because he's like, he's done this before. So it's a combination of a couple of behavior scales that he kind of used to go by as an assessment. And I think it's like after he gets through evaluating, like it's 1 through 10. It's something that he's made up, so it's not something we'll be able to find in the pages or anything. But he's like, since and she's like a 8. An 8 is like highly behavior, you know what I'm saying? Deviation, and so he did recommend that we can start some of our cursing, cursing out teachers. cursing out mothers. They root out everything else, and it's behavior. It's not psycho, it's behavior. It's like, I am going to smack the out of you if you don't let me have my way. That's it, So it is being rude. She's seen the school therapist. Um, think she was admitted to one of the facilities, psych facilities, and everybody has pretty much said this is a behavior issue. So mom has had a deaf ear into her recently when they threatened to put her out of school. And I think this is the second school she's been threatened to put out. So mom's like, okay, I want to do it on my terms, and I want to, you know, you all recommend me someone outside of the school system. Pretty much, he works with the school system, but it's not a direct work with. He has his own private practice, my preceptor. So doing the evaluation, she was very calm and very nice. And the history that we looked at is not the little girl. And it's like, don't be fooled. She is. She answered questions appropriate. She seemed to be extremely intelligent, older than a 10-year-old. She talked like she was a regular adult. And mom says she fostered this in her home. And so maybe that's why she's able to talk to her mom, like, call her mom by her first name and call, I don't know. But my preceptor, I know I'm getting over, my preceptor has set up some psychotherapy. We didn't do any psychotherapy. We just did evaluation. So the plan is to have, I think, six psychotherapy kind of sessions with her. And then after that, if there's no any psych psychotherapy slash behavior, let's go back and see if there's some trauma event. Mom said there's no trauma event, but my preceptor said this is just part of the process. He wants to know that there's no trauma sometimes. And so mom has agreed that um, the sessions will be about 30 minutes. In 15 minutes, mom will step out and he will be able to, try to do some child trauma. If it could be some trauma, we don't know, but that's what he wants to start out with. And then if from there, we will work up to a more aggressive behavior plan, and possibly man management, but we don't see that. We see that as more of a behavior and just getting, what I'm saying, one to one. I think mom is the first time mom is allowing somebody just to talk to her by herself. I mean, and so see if there's some issues, some underlying issues that maybe mom's unaware of, some abuse, some traumatic, uh, some kind of traumatic stuff that we need to look into. So I think that's enough. I've said a lot. So that was one of the ones. And so I will be back. And I know, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm getting things done in my house. So this is all I can put on right now. But I will be back, and I will get caught up with my other journals. Thank you so much.